Yo, what's up, boys and girls? It's your boy Smitty here, or Slayz, or Sean, whatever floats your freaking boat, and I'm back bringing you guys my first ever episode of the SlayzCast, my new podcast. This will pretty much just be talking about like everything there is in my life, inside of work, outside of work, and like just like general topics and stuff. So maybe like some subjective, objective, feminist topics and all that stuff. Like just talking about like general stuff. Hopefully, I'm like different to like a lot of other podcasts out there. Like I just like want to try and do like my, shall I say, like my 2 cents worth of like stuff, like with like general topics and that. Hopefully, if that makes sense. But yeah, so let's get into it. So first of all, so this episode will just be just like the basics, just like an introduction and stuff. Then the next episode will be like more about like the proper topics and stuff and all that stuff. So I'll have an agenda for each podcast I've written up for like the for the next one, obviously. So and I want to try and make them like at least 30 minutes to an hour and a half, like max. So minimum 30 minutes and an hour and a half max. But yeah, so pretty much about me. My gamer tag is Slayz. For when I'm like playing like games online and stuff. My name that everyone like calls me is either Sean or Smitty. In Smitty, I used to be just be called Sean or Smitty, Shauno, Shawnee boy. But I mostly like the name Smitty. And fun fact, Smitty is actually it actually means, oh, what does it mean? Oh shoot, I forgot what it means, but it's like a bad word like in the Urban Dictionary. So yeah, that's just a fun fact. I forgot what it is, but if I figure it out, I'll put it back in, or I'll try and say it later. But yeah, I've got a few hobbies as well. My hobbies are like shopping, gaming, of course, soccer, tennis, seeing friends, walking, um, listening to music, watching Netflix, all that good stuff. Oh, and I guess working as well, because you have to work to make money, I guess. So, yeah. What's my plan? My plan for the year ahead. I've just got like a few like topics down here. Of like what I'm like going to talk about and stuff. So that was like, so hobbies was like on my list as well. I'll talk about COVID just for a few minutes as well. COVID actually treated me like quite well, to be honest. So I feel like already like this feels like a Q&A, but it's not. I'm actually doing a Q&A like one day though again, after like how long has it been? Like at least over like a year and a half at least since my last one. But yeah, so COVID's treated me actually quite well. Only reason being is because like just like general life was like, I guess like shit with it, like shit because of it, but because I could luckily work, because I was an essential service working for Woolworths at a meat distribution center or meat processing factory. It actually wasn't that bad because at least I could work. But the shit thing is, like, it's not really shit for like others that didn't work and got Centrelink, but I find it shit because even though like some people didn't work or a lot of people didn't work, right? In Australia we've got this thing called Centrelink. So if you just say like couldn't work because of COVID, or you lost your job because of COVID or whatever, you like would get like you'll get paid a certain amount either weekly or fortnightly. I'm pretty sure it was. So it made it better for those people that couldn't work. So that's why like one of my friends, like he would like he lost his job because of COVID. So he was like not let go, but like he just couldn't work because of COVID, and because of that, he was getting paid like, I'll just say roughly about $1,100 a fortnight, like 1 point. So he was just like laughing because like he didn't have to work and he was getting paid like just for fucking staying at home, just being a fucking slacker. Like props to him, right? But fire, like I just find it like so bullshit. Like how some people were getting paid like more a week in the end than people who were actually working, which is a bit bullshit in my opinion. But it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, so I guess like COVID actually treated me like quite well. Even though what's called my outside life was shit in general, because like you couldn't see friends, you could hardly see family. I actually lost, I think it was 1 or 2 grandparents during the COVID time, so that was pretty upsetting. But other than that, at least I could work, right? Like that, like I'm so grateful that at least I didn't lose my job because of that. That would have been pretty depressing because I would honestly probably have to find another job where I could work during COVID, or honestly just stream as much as I could and hopefully like leave off like what I've already like got in my savings and shit. But yeah, I've got my chocolate Baileys here. Everyone just ignore me with drinking that. Just my beverage for tonight. It's currently 8:40 p.m. So yeah, what else have I got here? So what's my plan for the year ahead? Basically I want to try and get affiliate on Twitch. I was saying that a bit last year, like in like a few of my streams. Saying that once I get to a certain amount of followers, I was gonna go for Twitch affiliate, which I did. I got to 1,300 followers. So I'll go for Twitch affiliate soon. But when I probably start going back to streaming again in like another good month or two, like I know I've been like keeping up with my stream schedule or my promises and stuff with like my consistency or my 2021 New Year's resolutions. Definitely lean in within the next month or two. I'll definitely be doing it more, like 100% more, because my room will actually be getting renovated, right? So I'll actually be outside there for about 2 weeks. With like my whole setup, except my bedroom will be in the guest bedroom, which is like outside, like down that way. So I'll be out there like sleeping, obviously for like 2 weeks, and then my setup will be like just like in the lounge room area, like for 2 weeks. So I probably won't be able to stream like then, but once I get back in this room, and then so this would be probably about like late March, I think, so in another couple weeks or so. Once that's all done, then I'll be able to definitely have like better lighting and stuff as well, like an LED light, better like look to the background and stuff, and probably just a better desk setup and actually better cable management as well. So that's what I really want to work on, because I've got some J channels now and a better monitor mount, so that'll be good once I can get all that sorted and shit. So that'll be good. Like I actually want to make, cause like I'm still like wanting like myself to be like really good. Like I still haven't thought of my dream game setup. Like I want it to be like black, red, and purple, and even like a white look, just like, cause like I love space, right? Like I'm not like sure on a lot of things with space, but I know that I love like supernovas, nebulas, just like what that like those purple and red like backgrounds and stuff, you know what I mean, like what the screen saves and all that shit. Like I love all that stuff. Well, that's like really like cool, not like a favorite color of mine obviously, but like that's just something that like I just like love looking at, you know. Because like it's just like so fascinating, like all that stuff, right? Like they might have like obviously like changed like the lighting and shit like on like some of the pictures, but just like how they get like those images just makes me like it's fucking so mind blowing, like legit so cool. Sorry if you just heard that buzz before. That was just my phone vibrating. My phone vibrator. That's be fucking fucked up. Anyway, so yeah, so as you can tell, this podcast is like I wouldn't say like it's 18 plus, but like it's a bit like inappropriate, like with some of the stuff I say. So hopefully you guys get over that and shit, and get over like me stuttering and all that. But yeah, hopefully, because like I feel like even after streaming and all that, like I'm still like not fully 100% fully 100% confident with like me being on camera and stuff. So hopefully, like I get used to that, because like obviously I stream, right, but again, I don't know, it's just like me, I guess. Like I'm just like not born that way to have like the confidence, even though I want to be a model, right? Like an aspiring model. I I love getting my photo taken, right? But that's the thing. At least I don't have to talk, right? Like I can just like be silent and then have like amazing photos taken of me. But then when you hear me talking, like fucking like you can't fucking get a fucking word out, like far out. But yeah, like I guess I was like born with it, right? Like I have obviously, but yeah, like that was like what was like pretty hard with me with like work and stuff, school, finding a new job, because any job where like I would have to like talk like a lot, right? Like a manager position, I would hate that. Obviously, I would like to get used to it, and obviously I will, right? Because like I'll just like not think about it and like not think about like people judging me, but you know what, people judge. So that's why I was a bit like sorry. So that's why I was a bit like what's called not like confident with it, you know. Just give me a sec, guys. So this is a podcast, like it doesn't really matter what I do, right? It's still about talking to you guys and all that. At least there's some good people like in this world, right? Like I just wish like that 1% of people, we just wouldn't have to like what's called suit everything towards them, you know. Like I guess it's not, but like in a way, right? It's like what's called it is, because some people, right? Like I was like seeing this like in a comedy skit a couple weeks back. Oh, sorry, no, more like a couple months. This guy by the name of Jim Jeffries, right? He's an Australian, but he's been living in America for the last like I'm not sure how many years, but he has been living there for a while. He was going on about like how with society we have to like sorry we like not abide, but we have to like dip down to the level of like the 1% that just fuck it up for the rest of us, right? So like that one person that like where most of us right can just say take drugs like a champion, right? Like we have like no issues taking drugs, but then just like that one person that takes a drug and kills someone, right, or like just murder someone because of like their fucking drug addiction, we have to like fucking like say no more drugs are illegal. Like see it's so bullshit, right? Like just like all that shit happens, or like people that are speeding and all that stuff, like not many people fucking speed, right? Like so the ones that get caught, right, where they're going like 2 or 3 k's over the limit, and then you're like, oh nah, like like that's why we set speed limits, right? Because like they kill like someone on the road, right, by accident because they were going like 4 or 5 k's over the speed limit, and then it's like, oh okay, well why didn't you do that fucking ages ago? Like you know what I mean? Like why do we have to like dip down to like their level, right? When like most of us are pretty fucking good people. I know, it just blows my mind, but you know what? Whatever, right? So what else for the plan? I have. So yep. So I'm gonna probably stream more often. Definitely like in like that one in the next 1 or 2 months. Definitely 3 months latest. So maybe by around March, April, May. Definitely like within like by May, like mid to late May, like latest. Definitely around then. What else? I also want to like try and find a better job as well. Like honestly, like my dream job, right? Not just being a model, but as in like I just literally just want to make streaming like my revenue, you know, like my part time revenue. Where like I'm just literally like just stay at home for like 8 hours a day, like on stream, and then just fucking just hopefully get donations and even like I don't know like endorsements and all that stuff. You know, like that's like my dream. Like ever since like I just like started watching like Scumpy or even Ninja like back in the day. Oh man, like that like just inspires me just to, like fucking make videos like them, you know. Even like YouTube content as well, like just like this or just like pub stomping and like pub stomping and all that stuff, you know. Like that's like really what I want to try and do like more, you know. But yet again though, but it's not just like I'm lazy. Again, it's like I just don't have the time, you know. Like that's why like I've always said that like this more of like a casual thing for me because it's not even part time. Right? Like part time would still be like still a consistent 1 to 2 days a week, right? And then like uni or like work like in between all that, right? But me, I don't even like do that like a month, like 1 to 2 streams like a month or like 1 week a fucking year or something, right? Like you know what I mean? Like that's why it's casual. That's why like I wanted to do streaming for like a good month or two within the next month or so. Like hopefully like take leave from my job or leave my job and like do a consistent like pretty much every day or every second day minimum, and see how streaming goes for me. Because I want to like see like if I can actually make any revenue like on the side from that, you know. Because then if I don't, then what's the point in that? And then that's why I might as well just stay casual. Because if like I'm just casual, then like that's why it doesn't have to be as consistent, and that's why I actually don't have to have a stream schedule because it won't even work out in my favor anyway. But I still want to definitely though like make YouTube more part time, where I can still like upload maybe even once or twice a week. So like maybe like every 2 to 3 days, like probably 3 days even. So on like a Monday and then maybe like a Saturday or something, you know, like what like 3 or 4 days apart. I also want to get back into like more tennis and stuff, like for like fitness. Because when I went up to my holiday house, or when I went up to like this place that my parents own, about a week or two ago, it's good. I played tennis with my friend and sorry, my friends, and I hadn't played for about like a good year and a half, or I'd say probably 2 years even. And like, and when I and when I started playing, like I actually wasn't like that bad. Like my fitness like wise isn't like the best, but I could still like hit the ball like decently good, right? Like I don't have much top spin, but But when I used to play, oh man, like I just loved it, bro. It was like so fucking good, just like playing, like just having like such a good time hitting and shit. And yeah, I don't know, just like it was just a good time. Like I got like smashed right like by my friend, right? Because like he's just naturally talented, like at all sports, right? Like, he doesn't actually like play like at all, right? He just plays it like casually. But yeah, like he was actually he was pretty good. Because like first day we went up there, it was a Friday. I think so. We did like a whole set. He beat me like 6-2 in the first like in the first match, right? And then I played him Saturday, and that was when I was actually like warmed up and like what's good, you know, in like a shorts and t-shirt and stuff. Because the first game I actually was wearing like a hoodie. Because like when I got there, it was like a nice day, but it was like I was just like in a hoodie. I don't know why. And then also trackies as well. So that's why it was a bit probably harder. Because like well, at least I couldn't get sunburn, right? Because I get sunburn quite fucking easy. But then the next game, he was in warmed up as well, right? Like he was probably more warmed up than me, because then he won that game 6-3. So like he did like give me good feedback, right? So now like I was like good with like my forehand, like with my backhand, like good with like running like around the court and stuff, and like making him run, and even again like those good down the line shots. But you know what? Good on him. He beat me fair play. He did a lot of like, I don't know, like a few like cheap like not drop shots, but like where like they like land short, where he's like literally just like in the middle line, and then just like fucking hits like right where I just can't even get to it, like just sprinting at it. So good job to him for that bastard. Anyway, enough of that talk. I just want to get back into soccer more, because I haven't played soccer since 2019, because 2020 was like all like fucked up because of COVID and shit. So no one could play, like no seniors, no juniors, no nothing. Of course, like the whole actual proper professional side of it was on, so the A League and all that, because obviously they have rights, because they just want money from all the supporters and shit trying to go and watch them. But yeah, they don't want to watch the NPL and shit. Anyway, then I guess I also want to get into modeling as well, like trying to do some more shots with my friend, the amazing credit taker, the one that does all the photos for me and stuff. Adam, shout out to you, bro. You know who you are, obviously. But yeah, like I appreciate you, bro. Like you do like all these like good photos for me. It sounds like that Facebook has to like what's called reduce the quality to make it like suited to them. Like, I don't know, but like I guess it's fair enough, right? But yeah, like those shots are amazing. Like I just hope that we can do it like more often, because I just love taking those shots. Like again, like as I've said, I love getting my photo taken and stuff. So it's nice to actually get photos taken like that, especially when they're like such fucking good quality too. Like Jesus Christ. That's why I want to get a camera like that, hopefully, and then a cam link, and then use it for my fucking streams. And it's better than this fucking 720p camera that I've used for fucking ages, and it's only what is it, like a C520, I think it is, or like a C525, like a Logitech webcam. Only like 30 FPS, and then like what is it? 720p. So shit, I've had it for a few years though, so it does the job, right? But yeah, I want to get like either like a good DSLR with like a cam link, or even like a GoPro, because GoPros actually have good wide angle, and their FPS and their resolution is good. I don't think it's more about the resolution with like the GoPros, but it's more about the FPS and then the actual like, the wide angle, because they've got a good wide angle, so like I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, so what else? I guess I just want to be like a more happier person, I guess, throughout the whole year. Like just like try not to complain about like all the small things, and not, well, it's hard to not to complain about the big things though, but just try not to like be upset at like the stupid small things, or argue about like the stupid small stuff. Hopefully see my friends more. Yeah, be more like active, more sporty and all that, and yeah, stream more, and I guess shop more, and get a better setup, equipment, and yeah, hopefully upgrade some stuff and sell some stuff, so then I can save up and get some better shit. But yeah, fuck, I've only been doing this for about almost 20 minutes. Fucking hell, it feels like it's been like already ages, but then again, it hasn't. Yeah. what else? Right, so now I'm gonna go on. So also something else about myself is my favorite color is red. Obviously, as some of you guys can tell, but yeah, if you know, it's red. My second favorite color is actually purple. Believe it or not, like purple is actually such an underrated color. Like people think they like the girly color, but it's actually not. Well, I don't believe it is, right? Like again, objective. Um, but yeah, like I actually believe it's actually such a nice color too. Like I just love it, like mixed with like red and stuff. Especially like when like you see like all those space pictures of how they look like they're blended in with like red and like purple. It looks so fucking sick. But yeah, so I'm actually going to rank now my top 5 CODs. I was actually thinking about like before doing just like all of them, right? So all the ones that I played. So it's probably about like 10. But I can only think of like my top 5 right now. Like I'll probably do next episode my top 10. I'll actually do probably all of them. Like I just need to like write them down and put them in order. But for now, just on the spot, I'm gonna do my top 5. So number 1 is definitely Black Ops 2. Like honestly, I don't think there's any debate about that. No cap. Like it's the best one ever. Literally, like reasons why is because one, multiplayer on that game was just like so smooth. Like just everything, the maps, everything was so good. The guns were well balanced too. The DSL-50, the Ballista, like just so fucking many like good guns and like great snipers too. Diamond camo in that game was actually so fucking good too. Like it actually looked so amazing. Like, it wasn't like all those like those last because they've been like shit and stuff. Then that was only, and also that was the only COD where I actually got diamond on my SMGs as well. So that was a pat on the back for me. I've never done anything like that in my life. But I did also get the Ballista and the DSL-50 gold though, so I was happy with that as well. And also I just actually was really good at the game too. Like I didn't play like ranked play. Actually no, I did play like league play and stuff, but I didn't play like a lot. But I know like the whole like league play system on Black Ops 2 was actually just like goatee as fuck. It was like so fucking good. Like I've seen like all like the what's called like all the emblems and stuff for league play, and it was bro, like the fucking like the green like whatever like that green character was like with like the master or whatever it was, like that was actually so fucking sick. Like that emblem for it was so fucking dope. And yeah, my KD on that gun was actually really good because like most of my COS that I play like in pubs, they're like a 1.9 or a 2.1 or 2.4 something like that. And that was actually like I think it was about like 1.8 or something, but it was like for like that time that was like really good for me as well. So I was quite happy with that. Next COD is honestly definitely Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was actually still like goatee as fuck as well. Like it was just like so good. Like the gameplay, the guns, the movement. Like it wasn't like too fast like IW and Advanced Warfare because Advanced Warfare like people actually love that for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I guess like again objective, but I just believe it was like too fast paced. I think, and like you could just literally just go and like all that shit was just so fucking like annoying. So I didn't like that COD at all. I played it obviously because like I know the Bow and then the SM1, the Speakeasy, or then the Obsidian Steed, or then the fucking what was the Bow one? The Inferno, and then I think there was one more because I think there was like 2 good guns from both. So the SM1 had like 2, and then the Bow had 2, and those are pretty much like the 2 most fucking overpowered guns in the game ever. And I think in any game ever, honestly. But yeah, so probably Black Ops 3 because again, like just like everything in that game was just like so fucking like well done. Then it was honestly probably Modern Warfare 2020. That game speaks for itself. A decent game, a very decent game. Like I enjoyed that game. That was actually probably like my best like competitive game, like in my opinion. Like pubs, yes, was good, but I actually didn't mind like just like competitiveness in that game as well. Like I didn't play much competitive. I actually felt like that game was actually just like so well put for me. Like I think I got better at every COD after Black Ops 3. Like I like went Black Ops because then I went World War 2, which I was decent at as well. Oh wait, yeah, because then next is Black Ops 4. That's debatable again as well. But then I also put World War 2 at 5th. So World War 2 was actually in my top 5, believe it or not, because like I didn't play good in that game at all, like competitively. But pubs, I was actually a fucking beast in. Like honestly, like I love the what gun was it? The Tommy gun, or whatever it was like in that game. But that gun was so good. And then the STG, oh man, that gun was fucking unbelievable. Fucking just shit, fucking so accurate too. Like I just didn't like it as well because I'll probably do my actual like out of 10 my out of 10 um so the score out of 10 to Nets podcast because like I have a few like categories where like they're gonna be based in and stuff, so like so whatever it is but yeah, like just World War II, like it was actually really not a bad game, but just because of like how Optic lost that year and like actually, well, so they didn't lose, they got obliterated, they got fucking humiliated. Like they lost like 3-0 to fucking Evil Geniuses, which sent them out of the fucking comp, like in like top 32, right? So I think they came like second last or last, and then Evil Geniuses actually won that. So imagine if Evil Geniuses lost against Optic, who would have won that year? Honestly, I think it would have still been Team Caliber. Definitely, and then behind them would have been because Lightning Panthers actually beat Team Caliber in the group stage. I think it was 3-2, so it was close, right? But they obliterated the fucking Team Caliber in fucking S&D though. Like they could have, because it went like 6-0 in like map 5, so they got fucking obliterated. And I was watching like the clutches that they made in like three fucking the first 3 rounds, right? So they were going to lose the first 3 rounds in a row, but then they actually ended up coming back and win those 3 rounds. Anyway, Lightning Panthers, that is. So Team Caliber, like they already got like the first blood, then they were in like then they were up in a 3-1 advantage, but then they still lost. Actually, wait, no, sorry. I think they were in like a 4v2 situation, and then they still lost. So anything can happen, right? But just like the way that happened, like that, like I actually just fucking laughed my ass off at like how bad Team Caliber were in those searches. Like they were doing so bad, especially like when they had like so many fucking chances as well. But anyway, so yeah, so Black Ops 4 Black Ops 4 is my 4th place, and then World War 2 was my 5th place. So those are my top 5. And then and if it were top 6, I'll definitely put probably honestly. Even though it was such a horrible game, I actually liked Ghosts. Because it was better than IW, I have to say that. Actually, no, sorry. I'll take that back. I'm the dumbest person. What IW was definitely before Ghosts. My bad. But yeah. Anyway, I'll talk about my favorite COD pros now. My favorite COD pros are first, number 1, hands down, Scumpy. He's my goat. He's the king. Anyone who says otherwise can honestly get fucked. But yeah, no, like honestly, he's the true GOAT. He's the king. Even though he doesn't have as many tournament wins as Cream 6 or C6, but still, honestly, like if you take away, like I don't know how many tournaments, but Scumpy, like he's still right up there. Like he's honestly, in my opinion, the best because I just grew up watching him and he's my idol. Scumpy, I love you, man. Like if I was a girl, I'll marry you, like legit. Anyway, number 2 is definitely Formal, because Formal does what he does. Like he's the greatest AR of all time in my opinion. He's just fucking so good, especially being a multi FPS champion. And next would be Dashi, then Envoy, and then I had a debate about this before. It would actually probably be Karma, because I was actually tossing up between Crim 6, Octane, and then Karma, but it was Karma. Just because like Karma, he's the first person to get 3 rings. So the GOAT, 3 rings Karma, and wait, did I just say 3 wings? I meant to say 3 rings Karma. Fucking idiot. See, that's what happens when you don't fucking speak up and speak clearly. But yeah, he just does what he does, and he's just chill, and he's on Optic now again. He's back where he belongs, so that's great to hear. And so for the podcasts ahead after all that, the Nets podcast will hopefully be just like more topics and stuff. I'll have an agenda for all of them, and hopefully by episode 5 or a bit later, I'll have my first guest, which will probably hopefully be like I'm definitely gonna have like I've got like 5 or 6 guests like in my head like already, but I definitely want the first one to probably be my best friend, Adam, just because he's my best friend, right? And yeah, I've got like 4 or 5 other guests that I'll want on definitely like at some point in the next year. So that'll be good. Hopefully, like even if they stay on like just for like half an hour, right? And our stream is just like half an hour, just like talking about like them, what they do, like their career and stuff, and like yeah, just how we met, if we're only new to seeing each other, or if they know me very well and they're like just like a family, like how well they love me and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we're currently at 30 minutes now, guys. I think that'll do for the first podcast. Guys, I hope you guys did enjoy that first episode of the SlayzCast. That's episode 1 done and dusted. So in the comment section, right, like if you guys have any feedback or advice or any questions that you want me to answer on the next podcast, you put them down in the previous podcast. So just say it's episode 5, right, and I'm doing episode 6. You put it in the episode. So if I'm starting episode 5, right, and it's going to be episode 5, you put it in the episode 4. So the last podcast that you see like up in the videos section, you put the comments in for that. So so I'll also put like more information about my sponsors or my affiliates, and then my socials are obviously there as well. Like they popped up every now and then on the podcast. But yeah, so again, like if you guys have any like comments and stuff about like if you have any like questions for me, any personal questions, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. Nothing is off the table here. Sorry, everything's on the table here. Sorry guys. So that means like you can like ask me anything. I'm an open book sort of. But yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy this podcast. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. It'll mean the world to me. And let's hopefully get some more episodes in the books. Hopefully one will be like even earlier or another 1 or 2 weeks time, depending on how I feel, especially if I'm home alone. Like it's much easier for me to do them. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out, people. Goodbye.